Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to Sneaker Stories. As always, I'm your host Chris Jack. Today we're checking out two colorways of a rather luxurious take on an Adidas performance city running shoe, and that comes courtesy of Italian fashion house Missoni on their take on the Adidas PulseBoost HD. Let's check them out. Alright, so I'm going to start off with my favorite of the two colors. This is a multicolor version of the shoe. The collaboration is the second from Missoni to work with Adidas. The first one, you guys might remember, I reviewed the Ultra Boost Climbers. You can click the link below if you guys want to check that out. But this, as mentioned, the second installment of this collaboration, celebrating the innovation of craftsmanship between both brands' founders. So you've got Adidas from Adidas, and then Ottavio Missoni, who was an Olympic hurdler, who obviously co-founded Missoni. So you've got two different companies, Adidas bringing the technical innovation and performance aspects to this particular collab, and Missoni bringing their rich history in textile design and fashion. So yeah, this is kind of a shoe, like if you wanted to go to the gym and just kind of flex luxury vibes, then yeah, I guess these are probably for you. Further to that, I think this is actually the first Boost HD shoe that I've had in the room, so it's quite cool to be able to see this up close and in hand. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the Boost material here in the midsole of the shoe is slightly re-engineered or redefined. In this particular iteration, you will see it does have Boost HD branding there. So what is Boost HD? From what I understand, it's a bit more performance driven, it's a little bit stiffer, it's definitely not as cloud-like and squishy as what you'd get in a normal Boost shoe. And you guys can see just up close there, the changing textures with that grid pattern over the Boost HD, where you've got the horizontal linear stripes here in the midsole of the Ultra Boost. With that said, it's definitely something on foot that's not as comfortable as normal Boost, and that's just my opinion. It's a lot stiffer, but some of you guys who might find normal Boost a little bit too cloud-like and a little bit too squishy might actually prefer something from a Boost HD shoe. Now this shoe itself is called the PulseBoost HD, even though it does say Pure Boost on the tongue tag over here, which is really confusing. The box label, as far as I know, says PulseBoost HD. So yeah, that's just really confusing because the Pure Boost is a different shoe as well. Not really sure what's happening there, but anyway, continuing on with the review, taking a look at the outsole here, you have a split tone orange and black outsole. This is a completely re-engineered continental rubber outsole. As you'll notice the difference in traction patterns over here, you've got this block-like construction with nipples in the high impact zones of the outsole. Now moving to the upper of the shoe, the most exciting part of this one, and this is where Missoni really brings their heritage of textile design. This is the multicolor version of it, and this one over here is the burgundy, blue and yellow iteration of that. They did also release in 4 other colorways as well, which all look like that. So yeah, there's pretty much one for everyone, I guess, depending on your taste. Some things to note with the upper of the shoe, you do have the 3 stripes just done in a white. They are not reflective material, and that is on the lateral and medial side of the shoe. You do have some 3M reflective material, which is overlaid on the lacing system, which is stitched into the prime knit upper of the shoe. The laces on here are probably one of my favorite sets of laces I've ever seen on a shoe. They fit absolutely perfectly with the rest of the coloration of the prime knit upper, and they're nice and thin, and the quality on that feels really awesome. And set just below the laces, covering a large portion of that individual tongue, is this rubberized orange and white Adidas branded tongue label. It does also have Pure Boost on it, which I mentioned earlier, which is just really confusing. Why doesn't it say PulseBoost? Irritating me, but that's just me with my OCD. And then just on the reverse of the tongue, you do have a QR code, and I'm pretty sure that links up with the QR code on the right hand shoe. Now if you scan that QR code, maybe I'll just put it nice and close to the camera, hopefully that focused. If you scan that code, it's going to take you to a custom Adidas Feel the Boost playlist on Spotify, which is a running playlist. That's something that's a really awesome touch. I like the fact that they've actually thought about like modern day vibes, you know, using a QR code on this particular pair, and just gives the wearer something more than just the shoes. So now you've got access to an exclusive playlist, which is really cool. It kind of ties in. I don't know. I like what's going on there. And flipping to the heel section of the shoe, you do have co-branded Adidas and Missoni branding, and this has been done on a 3M tab, and then you've got another 3M little design accent just above that as well. Quickly show you the insoles. This one here just has Boost HD. It's an updated Boost logo with the HD branding there as well, and straight orange. On this particular shoe, on the coloration, it's just a straight yellow, and it's the same on both shoes. Now from a comfort perspective, as mentioned from the Boost HD, these are a little bit more stiffer on the foot. I do find that this particular silhouette is a little bit more low cut, meaning that there's just a lot less material and stretch in the front portion section of the shoe. So if you do have quite a thick foot or even a wide foot, I would probably suggest taking a half size up. Even though, that said, I do have a true to size UK 9 over here and I would be able to get away with it. It's perfect in the length of the shoe, but I just find that there's quite a bit of pressure coming down from the lacing section onto the top of my foot. So I probably would have liked to try a half size up. If you do want to be able to try that, they do have these in store at Palazzo Pitti, which is the exclusive retailer of the Missoni and the Adidas collaborations here in South Africa. I'll hit their link right here, which you can go and follow on Instagram and find their website there and wherever their stores are, so you can go try on a pair. That said, if you do want to get a pair of these, they are going to set you back quite a pretty penny at 4,999 Rand. And as mentioned, available in a host of different colorways from Palazzo Pitti up in Johannesburg. Overall speaking, I do think these are a pretty cool shoe if you just want kind of an all-rounder, something that works for lifestyle and something that works for basic performance, you know, in and around city walking, that kind of stuff. Yeah, is it worth the price? That's completely up to you if you are wanting to buy into a luxury version of a performance-orientated and athleisure shoe. Yeah, but that's pretty much my thoughts on it. If you do want to get a pair of these, you know where to find them, palazzopitti.co.za. But if you are keen on getting a pair of these and you happen to be a UK 9, I am actually giving away one of these pairs right here on Sneaker Stories as part of my 5 days of giveaways over on the Sneaker Stories Instagram. So hit that link there, go and follow Sneaker Stories Instagram, make sure you subscribed here on the YouTube channel and follow the rest of the rules from the competition post on Instagram, and you could be walking away with a pair of Missoni PulseBoost and a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm giving away starting tomorrow. So make sure you get involved in the competition and hopefully you win. But that's it from me for this collaboration pair from Missoni and Adidas. If you guys do have any further questions on either of these pairs or anything else for that matter, please drop them in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe right here for more content like this down the line. But that's it from me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the review. I'll catch you on the next one.